All right, welcome into Market Day Report. Welcome back in. I just got the handover from Mr. Tony St. James. I'm glad to be back. I was out and about speaking to a few folks here in the Midwest, in particular in Kentucky. So it was good to be out and press the flesh and see some of the viewers. And I always love doing that. It's my favorite part of the job. If you want me to come out and do it for your group, I'm more than willing. So reach out and get a hold of me. Scott at RFD-TV is probably the easiest, but I love doing it, and it's a lot of fun. And that's my chance to get out and see y'all. And we also do that on the radio show, too, by the way. You can text in to 855-776-6147, or you can call in on Fridays, which we have tomorrow. All right, let's get through these things because we've got a little bit of a shorter break here. Let's take a look at corn. Let's go right to it. Corn up 8 cents. Here we go. We're going to have some fives on this stuff right now. March up 8 cents to $4.92 1/4, and that's just a half cent off the high of the day. May's up 8 1/4 cents to $5.02 1/4, just a tick off the high of the day. Look at this. We've got a decent 12-cent range just over. July's up 7 1/4 cents to $5.03. We like to see those fives, and I'm glad to see we got through them. How about beans? Let's take a look at that. Double-digit gains up there as well. March 11 3/4 cents better to 10.67 3/4. May up 11 1/2 to 10.79 3/4. Let's take a look at wheat. What do we have happening in Chicago wheat? We're up a little bit here. A penny and 3/4 better in March to 5.55 3/4. That's just about what, 1.5 cents off the high of the day. We've had a decent 9-cent range just over. May's up 2 cents to 5.69 1/4. That's the Chicago wheat. Let's go to the hard red in Kansas City. 2 3/4 cents lower there. That's March. 5.72 is last. We're still only about what, 4.5 cents off the high, 5 cents from the lows. I'm going to call that right in the middle of the range, right? May's down 3 1/4 cents to 5.81 3/4. We're off anywhere between, let's say, 2 3/4 to 3.5 cents across the board when it comes to the hard red. Minneapolis spring wheat, well, that's down 2 cents in March. 6.04 1/2 is last there. While the May is down a penny and 3/4 to 6.15 even. All right, that's what's happening in Minneapolis. Let's take a look at cotton. We'll get on to the livestock here. Cotton, that's up 9 points in very quiet trade. It's been very quiet here for probably the best part of 8 weeks. March stands at 67.23. May stands at 68.34, and they're both up between 5 and 9 points each. Cattle, let's go to the live cattle and see what that's got in store for us. It's a $1.27 rally in the front month. Look at this. We're up over 201 and 32 is last. And that's only 7 cents off the high of the day, folks. This is good, right? April's up $1.10, $2.87, 287 cents. Things have gone, that's only one tick off the high of the day there. Things have gotten pretty good since I left. Maybe I should go back and see if they get any better. That's live cattle. We like to see those good rallies. Feeders, March up $1.40 to 274.47. We're up $1.42 in April. 272.72 is last there. All right, we'll take it. And then finally, we're going to go to lean hogs. We'll get to our next guest analyst. They're up 35 cents in Feb. That's 81.82 last there, just 7 cents off the high of the day. But April, that's down 12 cents. Quiet trade. 87.15 is last. All right, let's bring in our next guest analyst. It's Mr. Joe Barker. He's with CHS in Inver Grove Heights. Joe, thanks for coming on, taking the time. The floor is yours. What say you?
Well, I mean, you've already shown the highlights, right? And I think the highlight really is the cattle market, over 200 and up again today. I think that's something that needs to be realized. I mean, it's like when the Dow hit 10,000. It's just one of those bellwethers that needs to be talked about. In our grains, you have an outside reversal working in corn. And that's a pretty powerful move on the front month corn like that. You have a new high for the move in December corn. We've got the soybeans up, rumors of some Asian purchases of U.S. beans off the PNW and maybe out of the Gulf. There's been some publicized concerns about phytosanitary stuff, and that's the chatter that's in the marketplace today, and it's really making some big moves in spreads. And so I want to point out to people, make sure we're paying attention to the July D's corn spread, trading at a 40-cent inverse. It's been more inverted than that, but that's a pretty good signal from the market. You do not want to carry inventories through June, and so as we're making plans for how we're going to manage our inventories, we don't want to carry inventories through an inverse. It's just hard to make up for that. Right. In the beans, the Nov Jans at a 34 inverse, that can, I mean, historically, that's not even that inverted for beans, but it is something to keep an eye on.
Great stuff, as usual. I'm sorry that we cut it a little bit short, but we've got somebody on the Hill that we're all concerned about with Brooke Rollins. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Fully understand.
Yep, thanks for being on the show. All right, going to bring it back here, and I guess I'm going to hand it back over to Tammy. Or no, we're going to go right. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We'll leave Tammy alone for a second. We'll come back right after this.